What's going on, guys? Long time no see. I know, it looks pretty ridiculous. Hadn't seen you in a while, or you guys haven't seen me. I don't know if I've ever seen you. Anyways, I wanted to make this video to document how ridiculous this is. Pretty ridiculous. I think it looks terrible. I'm going to be shaving it this weekend. A little bit of a backstory on it. I've always thought it would be cool. About once a year, I think it'd be awesome to grow a beard. And you see bearded men, and you see pictures and stuff, you're like, oh, he looks really distinguished. Or I like the way my friend looks with a beard, or so-and-so, and you think, maybe I'll try it. So I always try it about once a year, and then it gets, I don't think I've ever let it get this ridiculous. I think it looks terrible. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, I grew it out as a goof for about 3 weeks, and then we went out with some friends, and I shaved it and trimmed it up to do my normal little chin strap thing, and tighten up this to about stubble. And then my wife was kind of ragging on me a little bit. She's like, I thought you was going to grow your beard. Why did you shave this and that? So anyways, I let it grow. Since then, it's been about 4 or 5 weeks or so, and that's what it is now. And it's way past the itchy stage. So if you've ever tried to grow a beard, you know, I don't know, about 5 to 8 days in, it gets a little itchy and scratchy. But I kind of keep mine like that regularly, so it's doesn't really itch me or anything. We're in the back here. I got a few seconds to kill, a few minutes. Figured I'd touch base. Just wanted to address the elephant in the room. Yep, it's not staying. But document it. So this way I can go back and watch the video next year when I say, hey, wouldn't it be cool to grow a beard? I say, no, it wouldn't. It just doesn't work for me. I think it gets curly or something. Maybe if I let it grow a little longer, it'd get a little fuller, but you can still see skin all the way through here. Whatever. On with the show. Now that we've addressed how ridiculous the beard is, or the beginner beard, or the wannabe beard, can't do it. Blade show, I did not go, but I watched all the coverage just like a lot of you guys. Pretty excited for a lot of new things coming out. It's just, I wish I would have went, but I couldn't make it happen now with the family, and boys have baseball games and stuff. And we have 2 boys on the team, and I think they run 12 or 13 kids or so. So if our 2 don't show up to a game, there's a good possibility of another kid miss. They might have to forfeit the game. And they've only been beat once. Their baseball team has been together 4 years now. They don't get beat often. So anyways, that's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm not a big sports guy at all. But when you see your children playing it, it's like there's nowhere else I'd rather be. When you see your kids doing something that they like to do and that they're good at, it's an incredible feeling. So it's something you can't explain. If you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't watch sports. I have no idea when it's football season or when the Super Bowl is, or when guys try to talk to me about here in North Carolina, especially where I am every day. I'm in Chapel Hill. So you guys probably know if you watch college sports, Chapel Hill is crazy. And then 20 minutes down the road in Durham is Duke. So you guys probably know the Duke Chapel Hill rivalry, Tar Heels and all that. So I don't know. I just don't know sports at all. But when you see your kids playing baseball and they hit their home run, or when they're sliding in that base and here comes the ball to the home base and he's sliding in, and just like half a second he made his home run. It's pretty incredible. Or you watch your little girl playing soccer and she scores her goal, and it's something else. So we've covered, 3 topics so far. I'm just kind of doing like a stream of thought, kind of like a vlog video, catching up. I haven't caught up with you guys in a long time. Want to do an EDC dump. Going to try to keep this video kind of hopefully under 10-15 minutes. If you've been following me on Instagram, you will know that I have been carrying the ZT 450, I believe. We had just received a new refrigerator yesterday, so by the time I broke down all the straps and all the cardboard and all that, the zero tolerance I've been carrying it for almost 2 weeks straight. Was dull. I did not have time this morning or last night to resharpen it, so I went back to my trusty Strider SNG, or one of them. This is the CC variety. This is an awesome knife. I could talk for 20 minutes just on the SNG, and I will eventually, and why I feel this is one of my all-time favorite knives. Like, if you told me I had to pick 3 knives and I couldn't sell them, I had to actually carry them for the rest of my life, an SNG in some sort of flavor, whether it's the CC or the Lego version or a 3/4 grind or whatever, a version of an SNG would make it in that top 3. So I love it. This is the CC version in my pocket today, and look forward to that review on the 450. Just a quick review. It's an awesome knife. It's lightweight. It packs a ton of edge length in there. The flipping action is great. So I'm probably going to do, and it sounds excessive, but I think you guys will enjoy it. I want to do the review on it, the 450, ZT450, because I think it's very reasonably priced for everything that you get in that knife. And I think it's very ripe for customizing. So the first video that I'm going to do will be the review. And then I want to do a breakdown of it, because it looks like there's something funky going on in those bearings of it. Might be some rust or something like that. We'll address that on that video. And then I want to do a third video. That knife was actually gifted to me by a really good friend. Thank you so much. Seriously, I'm very blessed with my friends, to say the very least. Anyways, he sent it to me to go wild on it. Like, that was his only request. Keep the knife, it's yours. Do whatever you want to it. But he wanted some sort of like textured titanium. And keep in mind, this is for me. Like, that's pretty cool. Send a knife over just to play with new techniques and new styles. I'm like a squirrel, man. I'm just telling you, my mind's all over the place, but I'm trying to get all this information out. So the third video on the ZT will be like my design theories, processes, like how, if I'm going to carve a knife or whatever. It won't be a how-to video or a tutorial video. Maybe it will be. I don't know. Maybe it will be. But I want to go over like the design of how and why why I feel like I'm going to modify it that way. You'll see the video makes sense when you see it. Because I feel like there are some modifications. That could be a whole nother video too. There are some things going on where knife makers and even companies will just do stuff where, to me, and this is just my personal feeling, believe me, I am not an expert. I've never produced a knife. But I just look at some of the design choices and I say, well, why would you do it that way? Why would you just not do it this way? Like this huge sharpening notch on a knife that has that much handle. Looking at you. And then some of the customs even have a second notch here that comes way up here. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, I'll walk you through my process on how I would carve that knife and how I will. We'll put the Sharpie markers down on it. I'll show you how and why. If you guys are any sort of a fan of my work at all, I appreciate it, number one. But number two, you might be able to tell that I don't just go willy-nilly. A lot of my stuff is very well thought out, and we've got a game plan, whether it's my customer, client, whatever the PC way to say that, and me. Sometimes we'll bounce ideas off 3 or 4 times until we get something that we both settle on, and that's going to make a good product in the end, you know? Something so the whole knife feels like it ties together. And I feel like I really try to do that with my work. So you hear me say it all the time, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. So I'll walk you through how and why I would make some of my choices like that. Again, like a squirrel, stream of thought type video. I was in the middle of my EDC. So the secondary knife, Strider, secondary, ZDP Dragonfly. What more can you say? You see a little bit of crud and junk on there. Been cutting boxes. I'm in my work truck. The pen, of course. The Hinder pen, always by my side. In my pocket. Of course, I'm still rocking my money clip. That's my gas card for the truck. Some silly things. I don't know. Not really silly here. These are my Oakley. Gosh, I forgot what these even are. Oh, Oakley Spike Titanium. Love these dudes. They're long discontinued. Every time I make an EDC video, where'd you get those? Bought them a long time ago. They were like $150 or so, something like that. Look a little ridiculous with the wannabe beard. I don't know. Kind of like them. I love the glasses. But I'm probably in the market for another pair of plastic Oakleys or something a little lighter. Those are a little heavy. If you follow them, oh, here we go. I also have this hard shell case for them, and then they got the Oakley bag. So that's how I carry them in my bag or in my cargo pocket. And while we're talking about cargo pockets, if you follow me on Instagram, Johnson Knives, you know I am a little weird, maybe a lot weird, but I carry a yo-yo almost every day. Either it's in my bag, there's always one close to me. Not that I can yo-yo while I'm working, believe me. But when I get home, sometimes I don't even go inside for 15, 20 minutes, and the kids are outside playing, this and that. So I carry a yo-yo. Yes. Do you guys want to see a yo-yo video? I should do tutorials. A couple yo-yo tutorial videos, like some beginner starter stuff. Yo-yos are a lot of fun. I know. But who doesn't like a yo-yo? Really. Even adult down to a child, they require no batteries, okay? They let you get creative in your tricks or whatever you're going to do with them. They're just a lot of fun. And every time I take a yo-yo out, whether it be like at the park, because I yo-yo all the time, like if I'm at the park or something with the kids, a group of kids will come over and they're just amazed. And sometimes I'll fill my pockets. I'll take 2 or 3 yo-yos so I can hand one out to the kids to try. And I could recommend a few, like good, cheap starter yo-yos for you or your child. Anyways, this is the Sign Saw. I don't believe they're produced anymore. This Rec Rev, I don't think they make yo-yos anymore. It's a great yo-yo. About $60 or so, or was. Who knows? A little bit of dings. It's beat up. It's machined out of aluminum. Yes, it has a bearing inside. It is unresponsive, so it doesn't pull up when you pull your hand up. Again, that could be for another video. Not a yo-yo video. Also, in my bag and by my side, it's like 100 degrees, although I'm parked in the shade right now in the back of a parking lot. Actually, behind a UPS. So that is a UPS loading dock right there. Not UPS. That's the post office. That is one of the Chapel Hill post offices. My front-facing camera, I just kind of have you guys sitting on my armrest, is just a handkerchief. I should probably up my game and get a Hanks by Hank handkerchief, but I don't carry it on my person. Too big and bulky. I don't really need it, but sometimes you do got to just make a big delivery and you're sweating. Nice to dry yourself off with that. And in my truck, not on my person, so you can't really call it an EDC. These are some monster headphones. They work okay, but I use them as a headset to talk on. So they work with my iPhone. You toggle your on and off there. And if you know, it's pretty much illegal in North Carolina as a commercial truck driver to be on your cell phone. Obviously, you can't text. But as a commercial driver, if I'm caught with my hand like this, I think it's a $3,000 fine to me personally. And then the company also gets hit with a huge fine. So it's a big part of my EDC, and sometimes I'll cock the head back like that so I can hear what's going on and I can have a conversation here if I need to. Yep. Okay, so I got one more thing to address. Man, I hate we're already going on 14 minutes, but this shouldn't take too long. I have been absent in videos, but I've been making a ton of videos. Here's the problem. I should never go back and watch my videos, or I should never critique myself too hard on my videos. But I have about 10 different videos. Here comes somebody. He's going to think I'm crazy talking to you guys. And it's... look like an absolute basket case sitting here talking to myself. I'm not, but that's what the appearance is. I feel like I had lost my mind. Maybe I won't edit that out because that's what this was about. I will do a video, okay? I've been making videos. I've got like 10 that I just haven't released. I'll make a video, I'll get started on it, and then 5 minutes in, I'll flub up a word, or I'll say something wrong, or something will happen that like we just seen happened, and it just gets awkward for a second, and it just gets weird, and I turn the video off and I start over again. And if I'm 5 minutes into that video, I've already said everything, pretty much that I wanted to say, or it's fresh in my brain, and went right through, and everything's organic, and it feels right. But maybe I say something wrong. Maybe I say this blade has S35 VN blade steel, and it doesn't. I flip the blade over, and it's got S30V. Well, stupid me. Should have done my homework before I started it. Should have had a notepad. And I will in the future. And I've done that for a few videos, but have like a post-it note, and then have just like topics that I want to cover. That way it can kind of be on topic and have a nice flow to it, and I'm not jumping around back and forth. But as you guys can see clearly from this video, I jump around a lot. And that's just how my brain works. But anyways, I'll restart the video, and then it's just not the same. So I'll finally get to one that I like. Okay, I shot the video 3 times, and I never ever used to do that. But as you see your subscribers go up and up, you feel like you got to deliver better quality stuff. So even if it's not as much videos, and really that's probably wrong, because if someone's subscribed to your old stuff, just keep doing what you're doing, innovate if you can, but keep delivering the same product, and everything will grow like that. But anyways, you put too much pressure on yourself, you start the video over 2 or 3 times, and it just doesn't come out, it doesn't flow right. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to do my videos outside now. The sunlight goes down, so the videos are either not lit up right, or I flubbed a word in them, or I just didn't like the way this or that come out. Here's the catch. But I got to pack those knives up, and they got to go out the next day. Okay, so now the knife is gone, and I'm left with a crappy video. Or maybe a video that I think is crappy, or it's not well lit. And I'm like, well, should I release this video or not? It's like, so I don't. I just don't. And that's how I've got like 10 videos. And one of the problems on one of them, I show like 5 different knives that I worked on. I spent a ton of time on, and I think everybody was happy when they got the product. I've very rarely had one, hey, I didn't quite like the way this happened, or this, or hey, can we just tweak the color on this a little bit, or that, or whatever. So the product was good, the work was good, as far as I know. Nobody had gotten back to me and say that it wasn't. But I didn't release the video. And I think what I need to do is just purge those videos and just let like 10 loose. Just clear it all up. Get that all out there. And I don't know who's going to be watching this video 20 minutes in. Who's going to watch it 20 minutes in? So I don't even know. It's just like talk too long, and you hold off making a video for so long because you're like, oh, well, now I don't know. I just need to release those videos so that I can get caught up and kind of start new again. So I'm going to do that. If you see this video and if you're watching this video, just know maybe the next 5 or 8 videos are kind of old. I'll put it in the description. Know in one of them that I know for certain Uh, it was like, I think it was an okay video, but it had a Delica in it, a titanium Delica with the Damascus blade. And I'm going on and on about how this is such a great knife because it has the ZDP core sandwiched with Damascus on each side of it. It wasn't the case at all. Again, not doing my homework. I don't know why I assumed it was a ZDP blade core in the center of that Damascus, but it was VG10. So I look like an idiot, like I don't know what I'm talking about. And in that case, I didn't. So I didn't trash the video. I still have the video uploaded. Excuse me. But I never let the video go live. So I'm just going to make it go live. And I'm not going to go back and edit it. It's already uploaded. It's already ready. Just know that making these videos is, for me, a lot harder than it looks. If you're so critical on yourself that, you know, you want everything to be on point, even if it's not perfect, I'll never make a perfect video. I'll probably never make a video that I'll even be cool with. Like, yep, that's my best video ever. I don't think I do garbage, but I definitely don't do the best. So when you have your mindset set like that and you're so critical of yourself, it's very easy to make the videos, upload them, you know, even put the thumbnail on them, and then just not be happy enough with the video because I feel like I should have represented that knife better for the owner and for myself. And then, but the knife is gone. So what do? You're left with a video that you're not real happy with. So I'm just going to release them. I'd like to do more of these type videos again. I used to do them. They went over pretty well. I'm going to have to shave. This is terrible to look at. I'm not really one for a camera though. Like, I don't really like being on camera and this and that, but I could certainly do it. I'm just not a huge fan of it. So, plans are more knife reviews. I have a Todd Begg Bodega with ceramic bearings, and I'd like to do my thoughts on that. I've got a bunch of cool knives in for work. I've got a Bowie Hinder in for some anodizing. I've got a couple Kaiser knives. I know. Very, very impressive internals on that one. Like stuff you don't see on knives under $800, $1,000. I'm talking ceramic bearings, ceramic detents on a China-made knife. I don't know. Delivering a heck of a lot of knife for your money. So, should do a video on that, on my thoughts on that. I'll definitely do a video on that knife. It's the Kuchiara Flash Bang. I'm going to do some like cracked ice finish. Should be a pretty cool knife. It will be cool, or I won't send it back to Joe Vito. Shout out to Joe Vito, my man. He's got a cool YouTube channel. Real cool guy. So that's it. I have to catch up on emails too. Gosh. It's crazy. When you have 4 children in homework, my kids are in AIG learning, which is like the accelerated stuff. They're out now, so hopefully I can get caught up. And then they play baseball with the practice and the games and all the stuff. It's just, there's a lot. I probably have 5 hours worth of email that I just need to sit down and go through. My books are closed right now. It's just, it might even be for another couple weeks, maybe another month or 2. I don't know. This is going to be a while. I'm not going anywhere. Just have a lot of work to get caught up on. So that's it. Very fortunate. Definitely not complaining. Very appreciative, really. I mean, if you're watching this video 25 minutes in of a dude with an ugly beard sitting in his work truck, truly, I appreciate it. That's it. We're going to call this a video. I will definitely make more of these if it goes over well. By going over well, I'm saying if it gets more than 300 to 500 views, I'm happy with that. You know, it's worth my time. So we'll see. That's it. Watch out for more videos. I'm going to release those videos. I don't know if I'm going to release like 2 a day until they're done. I think it'd be too much to just release 10. You know, and I'll put in description, old video, not happy, but just getting it out. Getting it out there. because probably something's better than nothing on those knives. But again, a lot of that stuff I do take pictures of on Instagram, although it's kind of hard. Some of that stuff, like I have impressions of a mid-tech Quayback. Who's that? How can I forget his name? How in the heck do I forget his name? Because I'm on camera. Forget his name. Jake Hoback. Duh. Jake Hoback mid-tech. Yeah, I mean, that knife was almost done like 9 months ago, so I just need to release that video. There's all kinds of I cuss a lot in real life. I try really hard not to in my videos. I was going to say, there's all kinds of shit inside my handle here. You can't see it. Yeah, I carry this a lot. I don't know. I try to keep it PG, though. Anyways. All right. See you guys. Bye.